barrier here to contend with. But, yeah, there was a decent excuse for him running last at his most recent outing.
Ian Prizeman trains Findled, $21 chance with Michael Carl.
Well, he's done a terrific job, this horse. He's won 11 races throughout his career. He has been runner-up at Mackay and last start third at Emerald, and he's not getting any younger, but it could be a very rough place chance here with a record like that.
Here's the favourite, Mighty Willie from the Chris Wallace stable, Jim Orman.
I think he's in really good form. He won at Doomben over the 2000. Then he went to 24, ran well, and even last start running second over 22. So he's back to 1800 today. So that's the only little negative, if indeed it is. He's going to get a lovely run in transit, got Ormond in the saddle, so a lot to like about Mighty Willie.
Now, I'm not sure where Noble Cat has gone. Is he back? Jockey's on, okay, so he did escape the yard, Maxie. But
yeah, what, the way he dashed past us, I'm going to double my bet.
They're clever. He knew that way was home.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
Our Barry Lockwood, Martin Harley.
Yeah, I mean, that puts you off a little bit, but look, he's third up today. He's got the draw. He's coming off a solid win at Bow Desert where he came under pressure a long way from home. They often do there. They get on their bike early. And he showed plenty of ticker. So, yeah, he's got a terrific chance.
Raging Pole's number 8. He's a $20 chance from the Tony and Matty Sears stable. Ange Jones.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 runs back, not beaten far. A bit disappointing at Ipswich last start, but here's the kind of horse that can bounce back.
Rose of Dewport's the 9. Stewie Kendrick, Robbie Dolan.
Yeah, she's never been able to run a place here, although she hasn't had too many starts here at Eagle Farm. But she has a bit of luck in running. She's certainly up to this level of competition.
Bedford Square's the 11. Jack Bruce and Jake Bayless. Oh, no, sorry. That one was out. Highland Cathedral. Maxie is $4.60 in from $6.
Yeah, they like her. She was the last start Ipswich winner over 2100, so she's back to 1800 as well. And she's going to be a horse that puts herself into the picture. I'm suggesting Hostage of War probably leads, and she'll be in that stalking position, ready to strike.
Yes, and then that means Hostage of War got a run. Now, you did just ask Brenton how he ended up first emergency, because he was a late nom, wasn't he? Malia Castle.
Yes, he went in as a late nom, so they put him as an emergency, which is the right thing to do. And he looks the leader here, and he does have the ability, we know, to go all the way. Big winner last start at Kilcoy, carrying the grandstand, 64, and he did it with his head on his chest.
I'm thinking we should have just started it. Not that we can now. Because we were only dealing with Montabot.
Did you want to do this? In grade.
Lucky Exchange is from the Matt Crop stable with Les Tilley.
Yeah, formerly with Kelly Sweeter. Forget that 10 of 10 last start at the Sunny Coast. He couldn't get clear running at all in the straight.
Spindle's down from Gladstone. Ian Prizeman trains with Michael Carl.
Yeah, Ian and a few other trainers. I think Ian had him originally. He then went with another couple of trainers, and he's back now. They've done a great job with him to win 11 races, and this is a little bit harder, though. He's getting a little older, maybe a place chance.
He's the favourite, Mighty Willie, Chris Waller, Jim Orman.
Well, he's in really good form at the moment. He's just back in distance a little bit. He went 24, 22, back to 18. That shouldn't be a problem at all. And look, he gets a lovely run with Orman in the saddle.
Noble Cats from the Barry Lockwood stable, Martin Harley.
think he's out on the track, Bernie. We'll touch base shortly on what happened with him. But look, I think he gets a lovely run here from the good draw. He's ready to peak third up, and it was a tough win at Bow Desert.
Raging Paul, Tony and Matty Sears, Ange Jones.
Yeah, look, he can bob up. He was pretty poor by his standards last start. We need him to bounce back.
Rose of Dewports from the Stewie Kendrick stable, Robbie Dolan.
And she's another one on her day, can be effective. She hasn't placed in 3 starts here, though.
Highland Cathedral from the Annabelle Neesham stable, Damien Thornton.
He's just going through now, and I just thought that she would get a nice run up on the pace, probably just behind Hostage of War. Good solid win by her last start over almost 2,200. So she's a little bit similar here to Mighty Willie. She's back in distance, but I don't see that as a problem at all. She's only on the minimum handicap, and I think she's hard to hold out here today.
And then Hostage of War is the last one. He's 13s to 15s, Brenton Andrew and Malia Castle.
Yep, we'll just wait for him to make his way through the tunnel, head out onto the track. We spoke to Brenton Burney to find out why. He had 63.5, why he was made an emergency, and he gave a good reason.
Yeah, he was a late nom, so the others get preference before him, but he's been lucky enough there were 4 scratchings, so he still makes the field. I'm surprised he's drifted, Maxie, given he is the outright leader here.
Well, yes, and he never lies down. Like, he's always up for the challenge, this horse. He's the winner of 10 races. And last start at Kilcoy, over the 2,076, he was ridden hard to establish the lead early. And literally, he had a lap on them. Bubba Tilly had to go to the chiropractor. He was looking around, where are you? And he won by 6, literally with his head on his chest. So, look, this is obviously harder than that Kilcoy assignment, but he's going to roll along in front and give a great sight. Now, here's our SKP. Just explain to us what happened in the mounting yard.
Well, I'm not sure where he came from, Maxie, but I'm pretty sure he was walking around the yard, and next minute he was on his own going 3/4 pace across the yard, and he obviously knew that he walked in that run and that was the way home, and he thought, oh, bugger the race, I'll just go home.
Yeah. Oh, he was on a mission, wasn't he?
He was on a mission when he went through there, but he didn't get very far. He only got about, 10 metres up there. And EJ, would you believe it? EJ, who works for Barry, was there to catch him.
Yeah.
But then he manoeuvred it somehow through that gate and hit that fence, and it fell over, and it was all happening. It was all superficial stuff. There was nothing bad, but it sounded noisy.
Yeah.
And
a little bit scary, because I tell you what, he got up some speed when he went through that gap. But he's under control now. You can see Martin's got his feet out of the irons there, just keeping him relaxed. You don't like to see that happen, but luckily all's well that ended well.
Yeah, he didn't go far
it
at
could
all.
have been nasty. But look, I'm going to stick with him, Bernie. He might drift into the market now that that's happened. He's only at a point at the moment, Noble Cat. I'm going to go with him here. Mighty Willie, I've got in for second. Then Hostage of War, number 13. And then I've got the other on pacer, Highland Cathedral. I think she maps beautifully here. 6, 5, 13 and 12.
I'm having a little shuffle of my numbers. I'm going to go 12, 5, 13 and 6. So who have I dropped out? 2. I thought Montabot might want a little bit more give in the track. So, yeah, I'm going to add Hostage of War to the mix here. It is obviously 60.5, but as you say, he's used to carrying those big weights. But she looked beautiful. Both Mighty Willie and Highland Cathedral looked magnificent. And, it's interesting, even though Mighty Willie's coming back in trib, he probably won't be too far away from the good draw, I think. So I think they'll be fairly close to each other in the run, but perhaps she might be slightly in front of Willie. And she does have that 4 kilo pull in the weights over Mighty Willie. So I'm leaning her way. She's only had 14 starts. He's only had 16, actually. Of the day, Maxie, who have you liked here today, do you think, of the winners?
Well, I think that first winner, Kapakiri, it was only a maiden handicap today, but he could, now that he's broken through, and I'm sure he'll enjoy the Gold Coast lifestyle, like Shipley. I think he can pick up another win. He was quite impressive from coming well off the pace, and it has been a bit on pacey today. We expect that when we've had no rain in Brisbane for goodness knows how long.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him, Kapakira, come from last, and we also saw Matt Dunn's Orient Secret come from back.
Yeah.
So it's not as if it was impossible, but it was just more of a front running
Yeah.
day, I guess.
And Tycoon Mistress, she sped straight to the lead. And what I thought was a good maiden, and she looked really, really good too over the final part. And Bandashar was good. He rallied, he lifted. Launch pad for Darren Bell, led all the way, turning the form around from Toowoomba. And here we come up to the last.
Here we come up to the last. So good luck if you're having a bet in what we like to call the Get Out Stakes. Here's Josh. Sure. Okay.
Matt Crop, owned by Rob Picking, Lucky Exchange. So new colours on him. And Rosa Dewporth to go forward for Robbie Dolan and will be right to run. So gate 3, Mighty Willie. Final favourite of the day. Jimmy Orman looking for his 4th winner on the program. As Rosa Dewporth goes in and the field now right to run. Race number 8. Light turned on, 1800. Gate 3, the 5, Mighty Willie. Racing. Mighty Willie away well. Likewise, Raging Pole going forward is Highland Cathedral and Hostage of War. Hostage of War in front now by length and a half. Second is Highland Cathedral. Third, the inside Raging Pole going forward is Svindle, followed there by Mighty Willie. A length and a quarter further back to Rosa Dewporth and Noble Cat Montabot, and Lucky Exchange has gone back to the rear. In front, Hostage of War here by length and a half, and second is Highland Cathedral. No luck for Svindle, 3 wide. Raging Pole's on the fence, and further back to Mighty Willie. Next, the inside Noble Cat. Rosa Dewporth might be 3 wide there. Around Montabot, second last, and at the tail end is Lucky Exchange. In front's Hostage of War, working forward. Svindle's up to second, back to third. Now it's Highland Cathedral. Fourth, the inside is Raging Pole. A length and a half to Mighty Willie. Further back to Noble Cat, Rosa Dewporth, and Lucky Exchange out second last. And Montabot's gone back to the rear as they swing down the side. In front's Hostage of War by 2.5 lengths, and second Svindle. Third, the inside Raging Pole. Fourth is Highland Cathedral. A length and a half to Mighty Willie. Noble Cat the rail. Further back to Rosa Dewporth over on the outside of Lucky Exchange. And Montabot still last of all. Hostage of War inside the 600 metres marker. In front by 3. Second is Raging Pole. Next the outside creeping forward is Highland Cathedral. Between them and Svindle. Mighty Willie gets towards the outside and further back to Noble Cat, Rosa Dewporth at the 400. Hostage of War's in front by 2 lengths. Running home well as Highland Cathedral. Between them, Raging Pole comes home. Followed there by Noble Cat. And further back to Mighty Willie, not doing enough at the moment. Raging Pole, the outside taking over. Hostage of War, the inside. Here comes Montabot down the outside. Noble Cat coming home late. Noble Cat, Montabot. Noble Cat has just won from Montabot. Hostage of War, Raging Pole. Lucky Exchange, Highland Cathedral. Followed by Mighty Willie. Rosa Dewporth and Svindle has pulled up at the rear. Looks like Noble Cat, I reckon, might just win.
Noble Cat challenged by Montabot on the outside. Noble Cat with his nose in front and gets the money from Montabot. And for third, possibly Hostage of War just ahead of Raging Pole. I thought, don't tell me the pole is going to get up inside the last 200. He's just been reeled in late. Noble Cats. That's the way he won last start at Bow Desert. He really needed him to lift Martin Harley, and he lifted all right. He was the escapee from the mounting yard. As soon as they opened the gate, he sort of darted through got away from the attendant, as Bernie outlined a little earlier, and caused a little bit of havoc, but that didn't bother him one iota. And he gets up in the last. Good run by Montabot with that big weight, 61 kilos on his back. But Noble Cat enjoyed a lovely run back on the rails there, Bernie, and got the right gaps in the straight.
Well, the person I'm looking for is EJ Vincent, because I want to ask, firstly, congratulations on the win. You're Barry's form and you've done a marvellous job here. I saw just you catch this horse out of the corner of my eye. What happened?
Yes, he's a bit tricky. His nickname is Richard, and that's for a very good reason. He's just a tricky horse, but he got the job done, so he's got a reprieve there.
He certainly did, but what happened when you caught him in the run?
So he was with the pony, and then he escaped.
Yes, because I thought I can't see a strapper on the ground anyway. He was with the
That's
pony.
right. He was parading with the pony, and
He knew that was the way home.
well, yes, this home track, and thought I'd just go home early.
Dick is clever.
Dick is very clever. Well done, Dick.
Well done. Oh, now he's having another spin out. You got a lovely ride by Martin Harley here as well.
Yeah, he did a marvellous job on him, and he suited him.
He's just a strange chap, isn't he?
Very strange. Yeah. The Mad Irishman did well. That was good.
Certainly did. All right, Richard can go home now. You can enjoy the win. Well done.
Thank you, Bernie.
There she is, Emma Jane Vincent. Of course, she is foreman for person, I should say, for Barry Lockwood. So well done, Baz. Noble Cat gets home here to win the last. Beats 2. Montabot. Oh, he was coming hard and fast, wasn't he? 13 was Hostage of War, your leader. And then we had Raging Pole at any old odds slipping into 4th. So 6 beats 2, 13 and 8. We'll have a chat with Martin again. That's another win on the board for him here today. We had about 4 horses perhaps inside the furlong looking like the winner. So it was looking like it could go any way, but it is Noble Cat, Richard, Dick, whatever his name is, that wins.
He's a character, all right. I think everything happened a bit quick in the mounting yard, and he can be a tricky customer in there, but anyway, we got on him and got the job done.
Certainly did. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
All right, there is Martin Harley, and that rounds out our day here today of racing. Hope you found a winner or two. 6 beats 2, 13 and 8 for Max and myself and all the team. We'll say good night. Max and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night for the playbook, looking at this weekend's meeting at Doomben. However, we're off to a short break now. Stick around. Form Line Extra to come. Thanks, Stabo. Stabo, I forgot that it was comments only, and I just kept going.